Hello, my name's Stephen Doyle. I'm going to be your instructor for Geography 212 Introduction to Meteorology. Just a really short background on me. I moved down to the States from British Columbia, Canada 5 years ago. I taught this subject in Canada for 20 years. So I've been at it 5 years now. Since coming down to the States, I've become a member of the American Meteorological Society. They have a monthly bulletin that I read, and also I attend their annual meetings. All right, so I stay up on top of the subject. I'm also a storm spotter for the National Weather Service, and that's a course that I tend to bring down to this campus once a year. If you have an interest in something like that, you can be trained up to be a storm spotter for the National Weather Service. I'll talk more about that later on in the course. But what I'd like to do now is just introduce you to the format of how we go through this and the structure of the course. So we'll just start over here. You're going to have one of these colored tiles that represent this Geography 212 Introduction to Meteorology. And so when you get into Canvas, just click on it. And do that here. And now this takes you into the structure of the course. I've structured it pretty simply. This is the syllabus. You can click on that and read that. But really, just follow it week 1, week 2, and so on and so forth. So for example, here in week 1 lecture is a video lecture of the subject. The PowerPoint are the PowerPoint slides that I speak to during the lecture. And what you might want to do is print them off and follow along in the lecture and taking notes with them if you'd like. But anyway, there's two formats there. Also, this would be the reading assignment during the first week. That's Chapter 1 in the meteorology textbook that we have, and you can find access to the textbook through the syllabus. Find out what it is. All right. Week 2, though, the assignments will start. We have no assignments during week 1 just to get everybody settled in. But week 2, same thing. Here's your video lecture. There's your PowerPoint on the subject. There's Chapter 2 you should be reading in the textbook. Quiz 1. Okay, now the quizzes are very simple. 10 true-false questions. I just designed it simply to make sure you have read the assignment and gone through the PowerPoint lectures. A hint on this is for the quizzes, the most important thing to see for the quizzes will be the lecture and the PowerPoint. Totally open book, totally open note. Okay, that's fine. All right. So you just click on quiz 1, it'll take you to the online quiz, and away you go. All right. Now for the lab, you have to obtain the lab manual, and there's a couple ways you can do it. This here is the lab manual you're going to get. It's called Weather Studies Investigations Manual, and it's extremely important you get 2017, 2018, because anything older than that will not work. Okay, so you get this in the bookstore or directly from the American Meteorological Society. You can get it in an e-format where you download it on your computer, or you can get it directly, like I did here, from the American Meteorological Society. All right, if you're having a problem with that, please let me know. All right, but that's where, when you see this, when you see Lab 1 due on September 4th, Lab 1B rather, Lab 1B is in there. Now the way I want you to do these labs, all they are several multiple choice questions based on various things you'll see when you get in there. And what I'd like you to do is simply answer the question on a sheet of paper, and there's several ways that you can turn it in. And again, more on that later. But you can email me the answers, that kind of thing. There's also a way you can go through the Canvas site here and just get them to me through that way as well. All right. So basically, it's just getting started during week 1 with no assignments, and the rest of the class is same sort of format. Okay, you got a quiz every week. Now, when we get to week 8, as you can see right here, you're going to have an exam. This exam is approximately 65 multiple choice questions, and it's totally online. It's totally open book and open note. All right. And again, you'll do that online. You should have sufficient time to do it. Time should not be a factor, but be prepared for it. Have your notes in front of you, have the text in front of you, all of that sort of thing ready to go when you do it. But again, I'll prep you for it, and I'm going to give you a review for this before you take it during week 8. And then we carry on to week 15, and there's your second exam. And this exam will only be based on material from the first exam. Okay, so it's not going to be a comprehensive final exam in this course. There's simply too much material, is how I see it. All right. Just going back up here, I want to open up the syllabus for a moment. Go up here. And if you click here, you'll get the Word version of it. And here we are. There's just one thing really I want to point out here is how you get a hold of me. Right there, that's my email. I'm really good at email. I'll get back to you pretty fast, usually well within 24 hours and sometimes right back at you. The way I run this course is I get into my office very early in the mornings and I will go through my email first thing, all right? So that's the best way to get a hold of me. So again, if you do have any questions at all about this course, send me an email. My phone number in my office is here as well. Try phoning me. It's better to email me because I know I'm going to get it that way. But you could try phoning me too if you want to speak with me, okay? I'll be back with you from time to time in the course with some updates and that sort of thing. But good luck. And like I say, I'm available here, all right?